we gon' fight today, cause we are strong. Every day we keep going on. Every day we keep going strong.
Now the rise
Oh God.
and fall of Markel.
1 second. Okay, like this.
And we like to call her Gretchen when she's being mean.
Oh goodness. What's your name?
Tarzan.
Oh, okay.
I'm
When you're
Tarzan.
mean, Tarzan's not mean.
All the time, just
No.
Tarzan. All natural Tarzan.
Peter. When he's mean, it's Peter.
Big Peter.
No, little
Oh,
Peter. Little
wow.
Peter boy.
Oh, that's not good. Anyways, we're going to talk about 3 controversial topics that people talk about and give our opinions on both of them. And they may be different or they may be the same, but I guess we'll have to find out.
And you say what you like, how you guys feel too.
For
Okay.
sure. Fill those
So
up in the comments.
Yeah. So the first one is
Which one do you want to do first?
no, you choose. We got 3. We're only doing 3 because it's just gonna be a little short clip.
Let's say
But
it's different when men cheat than when women cheat.
that's his statement.
Yeah, and I
And
feel
you
like
tell your view.
I feel like that's true because it's the same thing. Yes, it is. It is the same thing in all aspects of it, like morals and stuff. It's the same thing. So I don't think that I'm saying one's better, one's not, because it's both the same thing. But when a man cheats, a dude can go out and like do whatever, hump 50 girls in a row, go to sleep, wake up the next morning, never speak to none of them, and it's just whatever. But when women do stuff like, if a girl like has sex with you or like messes with you, or does anything with you, she's in a sense choosing you. You feel me? Like women have all the control in the world because, like, as men, we don't put deodorant on for our boys. You know, we put it on for women. So everything men do is for women. So women really control everything. So I say it's different when a woman cheats because women have to have more than just, oh, let's just go do this. Generally, some women don't care, but some men don't care, but. You know what I'm saying? Like, generally got to have some sort of attachment or feeling towards that person. You know what I'm saying? Like, dang. It wasn't even just, like, going and getting, like, a quick fix for you. Like, you emotionally went and got a fix from him and physically. That's the way I view it. But that might be just because I'm a guy.
Yeah.
You feel me? In the physical sense, like, going out and, like, actually getting in a bed with another person. I think that's why I'm so, like, weird about it. If you do that, like, we can't even speak no more.
Well, the way I view it is, it's the same thing. Cheating is cheating all across the board.
It is, I agree.
Because, yes, women get, like, emotionally attached when they are sleeping with somebody. Most. Not all women do. That's what you got to play in the
just
factor.
mostly. I don't mean to say all. Everyone's
Because there's girls that are doing the same thing that men would do. Like,
and just chill. Just not even thinking about it.
Yeah, just giving it up like it's nothing,
Free grass.
Because for some people, it's really, like, not nothing.
Yeah.
Whether you're a male or a female.
Yeah, and guys think that way, too. Like, it's just not nothing. Oh, whatever it is.
Yeah, just like a quick little
Women can
fix.
think like that, too. I was meaning, like, you know what I'm saying, the more, like, you know what I'm saying? I don't really know how to explain, like, the general sense, not
Yes,
like the
I
ones
get
that are
what you're
just, you
saying.
know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Out slutting it out on both sides. Like, y'all hear that Kim Possible going off? That's me.
I
Somebody
do
just
get
hit the
what
phone.
you're saying, though. But my opinion is it's the same thing because either way, you're still going and giving yourself away to somebody else. And for a male or a female, they're not just going to just hit somebody up like, hey, let's have sex or let's do this or that, Just out of no intention, No.
It really do be happening like that, though. Sometimes.
No, I don't believe that. You have to find them attractive, one.
Well, yes.
More attractive than what you have at home, or you wouldn't even be, like, entertaining that,
I mean, yeah, I understand what you mean to some extent.
Like, and it don't just, most females, I'm not going to say no females, and males, because there are males who are bougie with what they got,
Yeah,
and
that's
females too.
Mm-hmm.
Like, they're not just going to hit somebody up and be like, let's do this. There has to be some kind of something behind it. Like, oh, you look good. Y'all talk for a little bit and then do it.
Or something bad in your relationship pushing you to, like, look at other people in that sense, too.
Then you should just leave. Because what is the
I
point?
agree.
Like,
I
what's the
agree
point in
with that.
cheating? What are you getting out of that? And what are you doing to that person? You're making them have trauma for life,
Yeah,
the one that you're with. And then if another thing with males is they don't mind to do it. Some females too, but just from like what I've been through, like in the past, males like to do it, but they don't want someone to do it back to them, you know?
Yeah, I feel what you mean.
But if your man cheating, go cheat on him, baby.
But when I told my friend to do that, you got mad at me.
Okay, I'm just
Oh
kidding.
no,
Don't do
no,
that.
y'all heard it.
That
So,
was
when I
really
give
a
that
joke.
advice to my homies, I don't want nobody said, Brody, what? I was like, I got it from a
But
lady.
that cheating that happened there was not cheating. Okay, the second topic. What
Yes,
is
it was cheating.
okay? Whatever.
She said that to him.
What is cheating? Now you talk.
Okay,
first.
what is cheating?
Or yeah, we'll just go ahead. That look like a gremlin.
I don't know. A lot of things can be considered cheating. I think.
So
So,
what is cheating? This is your point of view.
my point of view is, I'm hot-headed as a man. You know what I'm saying? And I'm a jealous type. I ain't gonna sit here and lie like I'm not. So a lot of times I'll act a certain towards the way, but in all honesty, what I view as cheating, like, I don't even necessarily view like your girlfriend talking to the opposite gender and like what like is cheating. I don't view that as cheating. I think it's more so about what they're talking about. Like, you know what I mean? Because I've met people who have like had friends that they talk to and like, you know what I'm saying, they was just friends, but I've also had friends and know people that have talked to people and like they become more than friends or they do stuff and mess around. So I feel like it comes down to like the context of like what that interaction is in each situation. Like if a dude, if you caught giving a dude a hug, and I see that, the first thing I'm gonna think is cheating. But it could be you could have just fallen, gotten hurt, or been having a breakdown, be hurt, or anything. So I feel like when it comes down to it, it's the context of whatever it is, and that needs to be looked at and like deciphered by that person, because everybody views it as different. Like some people in marriages will let their husband go out and just have sex with whoever, and their wives have sex with whoever, and then some people who don't believe in that. So whatever your viewpoint of cheating is.
No, that's the question of what is your viewpoint.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, if
Not what is theirs. They'll tell them.
and the bare minimum of what I'll say is cheating is if a girl is talking to a dude like real super flirty, like, yeah, boo, like, and like trying to see each other, but not in a way of like trying to like, you know what I'm saying, like, you know what I mean, like trying to like see each other, like, oh, you know, I want to see you, this and that, you know, in the flirty sense. You know what I'm saying?
So what about like sliding up on people's stories?
That
You don't think that is?
I do to a certain extent. If you say like if you slid up on a dude's story that he posted of his kid and said, "Oh, your kid's beautiful," you know, I don't feel like, you know what I'm saying, communication like that's not. But now if you slide up like, you know, come put that sausage.
Or just like just not even saying something like extreme, you know, just
but
like,
you know, saying, you know what it is when someone, even if it's something real slight, you know, when saying something in that way, you know what I mean? Like, oh, like even if it's a simple like, oh, I like your shirt, you can tell like, oh, I know what you mean by when you're saying I like your shirt.
yeah.
So that's what I mean by like by context, like, because you can have interactions with people and it not be, you know what I'm saying, but you have to. But there is way, like it can be a simple, you know what I'm saying, it can just go that way. You feel me? Like it can go that way, or you gotta. But so when you talk to people, you gotta learn to keep it like, you know what I'm saying, about like that. Especially as a guy, because guys are contribute to a lot of the problem for real, because, you know what I'm saying, sometimes the way we talk to women could lead them to a sense of like, you know, thinking otherwise, or if they feel like we're just attractive, you know, they could not want to be our friends at all and the whole time and be like wanting you on the low. So you got to be able to like gauge it, I guess you would say. I guess that's my opinion on it. Or and if you touch anybody, whore.
Well, definitely, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so my point of view on cheating is just anything that you do, like in a flirtatious way, I guess, that you feel like you have to hide from your significant other. Because I feel like if you're in a relationship, you are in a relationship for a reason. Like, you love them, you want to be one with them. That's how I view relationships anyway. Because what's the point of wasting time with somebody that you know you're not going to spend your life with, you know?
Yeah.
You feel that? But, like, so just anything that you have to hide from your significant other, like something that you wouldn't be comfortable with them just finding on their own or seeing, like in a flirtatious way, obviously. Even not in a flirtatious way, like if one of your friends are just hitting you up and you just don't want your significant other to see that, then I feel like that's like cheating. Like, definitely. Because what's the point? Like, why is that something to hide, you know? Or, like, obviously, if you go out and, like, sleep with somebody else, or not even sleeping, kissing, hugging, anything. Like, I've been around a lot of people cheating, like, just at school, or freaking, one time I went to this little get-together thing, a couple times I did, and that's all over there. That's what, also going out, like, without your partner knowing, you know?
Yeah.
Because anything could happen
But
at
not
a place.
not like to like going to the store or something, like
Oh,
actually
yeah.
like slipping out, like where your girlfriend is asleep or something.
Yeah.
And going to like the club with your homies.
Or even if you just leave and go somewhere and you're saying, like, hey, I'm going to be here, but really you're not.
Yeah.
You're going to be somewhere else. That's definitely
Yeah.
cheating. Like, what do you have?
Even if you're not even doing nothing, just
Yeah.
because like it just comes. I think
It's
in that sense
respect.
it comes down to not really caring about your partner. Because I feel
Yeah.
like, you know what I'm saying. I've always been kind of weird about like having locations with certain people, but like with you, like I want to know where you're at, not just to know where you're at, but like in case like
That
something
happen.
goes down, like I can find you,
Yeah.
or at least I can find where you were. You feel me? And if you're not thinking like that about it, then
Then
know
you
what I'm
shouldn't be
saying?
in a relationship, in
Yeah.
my opinion.
So-
Everybody has their own opinion.
I don't feel like that's like super cheating, but it is if you're not doing something, but it still is cheating in a sense of like, why aren't if you're not doing nothing, why not just, hey, I'm going to Latoni house?
Yeah, if you're not
Or-
doing nothing, definitely not cheating. But
Yeah.
it's just, it's leading to cheating, because why are they doing, the first time they're doing it to see if they can get away with it.
Yeah,
And then they're going to lead to like, oh, I'm going here, but really I'm at this girl's house or this dude's house, you know?
yeah.
Because,
And
like,
on top
what's
of,
the
like-
point in hiding? That's my real big
Mhm.
view about it. Like, what do you have to hide from your significant other? Why are you doing that? That's cheating.
And in a sense, that even if like you don't even tell you like your significant other like you're going somewhere, but if they ask you and you don't tell, like if you tell them somewhere else, then that's where it goes to. Like if you just if you're just out with your homies or whatever and pop the fly, you end up going somewhere, and then you just say, you know, because things can happen. You can't forget
Yeah.
to say something. But if your girlfriend or boyfriend calls you, where you at? And you're like, oh, I'm at the gas station. And you're at the Pony. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Even
That's
if
a
you are at
different
the Pony, I feel like she can get mad at you for being at like a strip club if you went, but she wouldn't be able to say you were cheating because you told her. She could tell you to leave though. You know what I'm saying? If you went and didn't tell her and she asked you, I'm not gonna lie to you, that this is where I'm at, she says leave, and you leave, I don't say you're cheating, but I say you might have made a wrong choice and you're gonna
Yeah.
be cussed out, but you're just doing the right thing, even if you do forget or don't say something. You know what I'm saying? That's just some free game on how to save yourself some trouble in the future if
Yeah.
you get in that situation. That would help.
So, what was the third one again?
I don't remember, but let's change it. Let's talk about the body count.
Okay.
The difference between a guy's body count and a girl body count. I love talking about this.
Oh, yes. That's a big one, because we look a leaf blew in here. It's very windy, so sorry if you can't hear us very well, but I hope you can. But, you want me to go first because you went first the other two?
It's whatever you want to do. I got a load to say.
Yeah, that's why I want to go first, because I'll be forgetting when you go
Go
first.
ahead.
Okay. So, I feel like body count, right?
Yeah.
It's the same. Like, I already know his point of view about it, which it does make sense if you really sit and think
I agree,
about
though. It is the same. I do agree with that. It is the same. Before you hear mine, I do agree.
See, can y'all hear us right now? Because you're listening. It's very windy. But, and look at the leaves back there. Okay, so, it's the same. Like, it wouldn't be right for a male to be able to have, or a female, to be able to have, like, 10 bodies. And then a female or a male, whichever, vice versa, can't have above that limit or that limit. It has
Yeah.
to be lower. Like, because what's the point? That don't even make sense
Yeah.
to me. Like, literally, if you sit and think about it, what makes that gender so entitled to be able to have a higher body count and be okay? Like, it be accepted, I guess you could say.
Yeah.
But then the other one isn't allowed to have that same kind of body count, you know? That
Yeah.
wouldn't make sense. Not
Yeah.
at all. Someone's calling me.
No one's calling me.
I said someone's calling in
Oh,
next door.
okay. I feel like I agree with you completely. I agree it's the same thing. Before I say what I think, I want to say this. I do agree it's the same thing, but I also agree, like, for what I'm about to say, if a female said it,
Also
she has a
wanna
right to say that too.
I also want to say one more thing.
Go ahead.
So, like, what was I about to say?
Monkey bone.
If like, people can be in relationships, like many relationships. Maybe they're just like a person that can't be by themselves, you know.
Yeah, I understand that too.
So they just they just want to be accepted by somebody so bad.
Or
so,
have bad luck in relationships and just get bad ones.
Yeah. So on their point, like on their side, they can be like really into that person and just trying to do anything that to make that person stay or stick around or be there for them, whatever. So they're just having relations with them, you know.
Yeah.
Like, and it could have, that one didn't work, so you found this new one, that one didn't work. Like, you know.
Yeah.
Like relationships.
Yeah.
As part of a female's point of view, like, you know what I'm trying to say.
Yeah, I know, I understand.
It probably. It probably would have made more sense me saying that after you explain your point of view.
No, it actually doesn't. It'll go get the same way.
Okay, but listen to him and then try to, because I'll be talking weird sometimes, but go ahead.
The way I feel about it is, alright, so as women, like I said, women really run the world for real. So as men, like, we get up, we put clothes on, we look good, we do this and that, you know, for women. That's really the only reason. We don't do it for other men, you know. Unless you're, you know, into other men, which that's fine too. That's your business. But, like, man, like, if, let's just take me, for example. If I had been with 20 people, myself, and then a girl is like, okay, well, I've been with 20 people, and I'm like, well, I don't want to be with you. I would say that because, you know what I'm saying?
It's not valid, though. It's not valid to me because that's the same amount that you have had. So what's the point?
It is, but come off of what you're saying, for my opinion, if a woman had said the same thing, like say if I had been with 20 people and I tried to talk to you and you said, well, you've been with too many people for you, I wouldn't fault you for believing that because I feel that same way. A lot of men will just make it one side, oh, well, it's different. I mean, like, if a woman said that to me, okay, I understand. I feel that way about certain things, too. I wouldn't disrespect you or be upset about that. You feel me? I would understand where you were coming from. The way I view it, like, women choose their men, you know what I'm saying? Like, if I hit you up like, hey, can I see you? You know what I'm saying? This is me. I want to be with you, this and that. It is your choice to say, you know, yes or no, like, whether you will accept me or not. You know what I'm saying? That's why I say, like, women choose and, like, men are chosen. So if there's a girl, like, you know what I'm saying, outside of bad relationships, if you've had 20 bad luck relationships, I'm not going to fault you. That's not your fault. But now if you're just out, you know what I'm saying, just going just to go, you know what I'm saying, I don't want to be laid up with you because, you know what I'm saying, you don't view the soul tie that way because why do you have to choose so many different partners and none of them are good enough? I feel like, well, I'm coming in now number 17, like, dang, 17 men wasn't enough. So there's like, damn. Versus me, like, if a guy has had sex with like 20 females, it's like, it is still both the same thing, completely. But like,
this is the one behind me.
It is. 20 females chose this one man, so that as a guy's viewpoint makes him an alpha to like towards the female. Like, okay, yeah, that's why guys are like, oh yeah, he's done smashed all these women. Like, it's not even really for this, like, the aspect of it. It's like, you know what I'm saying, 20 women chose you versus I've hit up 20 women and they've all not chosen me. So that makes you the alpha. So the guys will look more up to that, though it is the same thing. But just women are held to a different standard because, you know, I don't really know what started it, but you know what I'm saying, like, women are like the top and they choose you. Like, I'm under you. You chose me. If you didn't say yes, I wouldn't be here. No matter what I said.
You explained it the way that you told me, though, like the gum.
I'm going to. Don't think I'm not. That's the best part. That's my favorite part. But like,
I get that to just seeing another point of view, but the right view is mine.
I guess.
Just kidding.
Like, if a woman said the same thing, I'd be like, okay, understand. But it's just like, if you take a Gatorade bottle, and I drop my Gatorade bottle on the ground, and 50 men kick it with their work boots, I could pick that Gatorade bottle up and be good money. If you spit your gum on the ground and 50 men step on it with their work boots, are you going to want to put that in your mouth?
But what's the difference between that sounds alright. But what's the difference? Why is the girl a piece of gum and the man is a Gatorade bottle? The woman should be a Gatorade bottle because something can go inside of the...
Well, in the baby making process, but
That's what.
Tell me
that's
something.
what having sex with
Are
someone
there
is,
flavors
though.
of gum that
Penetration.
you don't like?
Yeah.
So when you go to get gum, you choose what flavor you want.
Different Gatorades also.
You
I'm playing devil's advocate right now because so he could just understand, you know.
That is true. But the Gatorade bottle is shaped like the peen. So we get through the Gatorade. But
it's not shaped like that.
But at the same time,
woman, though. It's
as
shaped
a
like
guy
that.
though, I am putting myself into someone, and the woman is accepting someone into them. If she's accepted 100 men into her, and I'm number 101, like I don't feel special. How am I special? Like you just hear this because you like doing this. Like it's nothing about me at all. Like there's no spiritual essence. It's just the act.
Yeah.
You feel me? So that's why I say like, man. But I don't feel that way. Like if you're just hitting up a girl just for a sneaky link, and she's messed with 200 people, that's your business. Whatever. Same thing with vice versa. But I'm talking about like as far as like being my girlfriend. Because I've done. This is just how I don't. People say I'm wrong for feeling this way, but I've met like good people that have told me like how many people they've been with, and made me shy away from them. And I never understood why. But I was just, what I'm saying, I just had to kind of search in my feelings. But I guess it just comes down to preference. That's why I say I'd understand if a woman said that, like, oh, you've been with 5 women. I want a man that's been with 4 because we're allowed to be picky with who we give our life and time to.
Yeah, that's true.
You know what I'm saying?
Can be picky. So that's why I don't bash nobody's opinion, but I do understand where he's coming from whenever he says that because, like, listening to him explain it does make sense.
Age factors in too. Like if you're 30 and you've been with 15 people, that's not a big deal. You've been alive for 30 years. You feel me? But I'm like, say if we're both 18 and I'm telling you, yeah, baby, I want you to be my girl. And you're like, how many women have you been with? And I tell you 60, and you like, well, I don't want that. What makes me special? I'm 61, not number 2, 3, 4, 5, or 6. You feel me?
But I do understand that there are people out there that they don't really have a clear mindset on how they feel about that.
Mm-hmm. And
having
trauma too.
relations with people. Yeah, and like you have to put that in the factor too. Like she gave herself away, not willingly, or he vice versa. He can do the same.
Yeah.
But so that plays a factor in it.
So that's why I don't judge people. Like I try. If it seems like I'm judging people, but like I'm just operating within like what I want and I'm being picky.
Yeah.
But I don't ever like try to bash people unless it's something crazy. Like if you my girlfriend and you could cheat on me with 50 people, you probably gonna get bashed somewhere. But respectfully, I think we'll all do that.
Different. But
so I try not to judge people because you don't know. Like, and even one bad experience could like mess you up in the mind too, and like for whoever knows how long, and think
go and do whatever.
Or what you grew up in, or if like say if you get hooked, you had a bad drug addiction that turned into that one. Like anything can happen, but like we're allowed to be picky though.
I personally believe in like saving yourself for one person.
Yeah, that's fire.
Because that's very good, and your body is something like your body's your temple. It's sacred. So like you should, which it's hard. Like it is hard to do in this world because in this world it's so like just like common to do that.
Yeah, it's been everything is sexualized
age.
too,
yeah.
which doesn't help like the younger people. So the generations, it's not getting no great role models. No offense to like the artists and stuff. That's just what the times is and what it's like, to get their money and to be successful right now. It's just how it's changed.
And it also plays factor into how you've grown up, like what your parents or your family or whoever's raising you how they feel about that.
Yeah, or what you went through with them.
Yeah.
Or even how strict they were on you could make you just want to rebel and
That's
stuff
true.
like that. That happens. So there's many different factors.
But I do believe because it's your first, everybody goes through a heartbreak. So your first person that you get with, 9 times out of 10, it's not going to be who you're with the rest of your life.
Mm-mm.
Like, just as far as a relationship.
It can happen, though, but it's not, you know what I'm saying?
I've seen it happen.
Yeah, but sometimes it don't, and that's just, the way it goes. You don't get luck of the draw every time.
Yeah.
Unless you're me.
But
I got luck of the draw, you know what I'm saying?
Oh, really?
Yes, ma'am.
But, like, I just feel like if you... It's hard. I can't even really talk on it, I guess. I can't explain it. But you should just try and not give yourself away until it's somebody. This is my point of view. You don't got to listen to it. But until you, like, feel deeply for them, Like, that you actually love them. Not your first love, because that's not no love. A lot of people say that, though, and that's not true. Because just because it's your first relationship or whatever, doesn't mean that you don't love them. Like, that's love to you. Maybe not to someone else, but it's love to you.
Yeah.
What you're calling love. So, I don't know. Just save yourself, my point of view. You save yourself until you know that you love that person. I have never, ever been somebody just to go out here and just do that with anybody, because females are typically more emotional. And I'm definitely an emotional person.
Mm-hmm. That's kind of what I was saying too. Like with the emotional attachment, a man can go and like do something with a girl and never talk to her again and not care. But a woman, like, dang, you
Vice
will have.
versa also, though, because some
it does
women
happen
are
too.
that same way.
Yeah, it does happen both ways.
But, like, I don't know. If you can save yourself for somebody that you know you love, I would do that. I would recommend that, because if not, people, just from what I've been through, like what, like associates or friends or somebody that I have talked to about it, people tend to regret, like, even if they're going through a trauma situation, people tend to regret that, like, oh, I just gave myself away to this person, that person, or this one. So I just feel like you have to be very careful with who you give yourself away to.
Yeah. And if you do make a mistake, it's okay, because that's just part
fine.
of it. Like I said, you don't get perfect. It's not perfect every time.
Especially in this world. Like,
don't just throw it away. You feel me? Like, if you really attracted to somebody and like you really have feelings for them, yeah, do, you know what I'm saying? But like, don't just throw that away. Oh yeah, little Johnny from the box finna slide through and bust these cheeks. It was, you know what I'm saying? Because thugging with women and thugging with men are different.
Yeah.
Because it just gets looked at. It's the same thing, but it just gets looked at different, man. Like, men look at men who've been with a lot of women as a god, and then men look at women who've been with a lot of men. It's like, oh, like, you know what I'm saying?
Slop.
And I feel, it is wrong,
that.
and it's the same way. But I just feel like it just boils down to just, you know what I'm saying, the whole women should get to choose their men type thing. So I feel like it's just kind of men being a little sensitive and kind of softer, and not like as understanding. But at the same time, I can see like why, because I can sort of feel that way in certain regards, but
in my point of view,
in respectful ways towards the other half.
In my point of view, whenever men think of women like that, I feel like they think they're like less because they've been with more people or whatever. I feel like that's like a control thing. I don't know why.
It is.
But that's
it's a
how I feel
thing.
about it.
It's
and
masculinity.
it's just not fair to me. That's why I don't view it that way. And like, I don't know. Sex was actually created for a husband and a wife. Well, from the Bible, that's what I'm going by. To be like share their love with. So use it to share your love, not to just do it with anybody, you know?
Yeah. And also
but I understand people aren't religious and stuff, and things happen, you know, like no bashing against that stuff.
Yeah.
But that's my point of view about it.
Yeah. I also feel like it comes down to like with masculinity too, like for me, and like I've been in this situation in like past relationships when someone has like done me wrong to where like when that's like your girlfriend, like you want to show your girlfriend off, like you want people to look at your girlfriend like, oh, like, you know what I'm saying, like that as a guy. But like it just comes down to like, man, like I'm showing you off, like, yeah, this is my queen, and then like everybody around me, all the guys is like, yeah man, we know about her already, man, yeah, she was ours too. So it's like, man, like, so then I feel like that would make me look at a woman a certain kind of way and like treat her a certain kind of way. And I just don't want to, in a relationship, I don't want to be like that or even have a chance to feel like that. So I think that's why I became like so picky about it, because like, you know what I'm saying, because there can be people that mess with 200 people and be the best person you've ever met in your life, the sweetest can be, you know what I'm saying, and like, so I don't want to treat someone unfairly when they may be just a good person that's, you know what I'm saying, just got a story. You feel me? That's why like I think I'm picky, you know what I'm saying? Like I don't even want to be any kind of way towards you and out kind of being like kind and not like looking at you a certain way and then calling you my girlfriend and saying I love you, you know what I'm saying? I think that's why I'm so picky about it.
But I can understand that definitely, because there are some dudes or females out here that will be like, oh, well, we already had so-and-so, we know about it. When
they will say that to you.
Just to like bash somebody else, you know, make them feel
will
less, because people do that. People are just evil for no reason.
They will say that to you.
Yeah.
And especially, they'll do it too if they ain't even been with the girl. I've had dudes say,
they will.
And females too. I've had females literally say that they've been with me, and I've never met them in my entire life. I couldn't even tell you their name. Like, it's just, like, I've been asked about like, women I've never even heard of. Like, what? Definitely. And guys do it. Guys do it a lot worse though. Guys will say that just to try to prove something to their boys, and can't even tell you what the girl's her underwear look like. You feel me?
Yeah, my low battery sign keeps popping up. But I feel like that really hurts my feelings when somebody says that about me, though.
What?
That they have been with me and they haven't, because
Yeah.
nobody can be with me, for real, literally.
Yeah, like
Like,
what if
that's
they
just
dirty?
me. Nobody
Like,
can be with me.
what if they dirty? Come on, man. I hate
Like,
that.
in that way. No,
Man.
definitely not. Just from the way I view it, no one can get me like that. You know, no.
Except me.
But it's like, that's really low of somebody to do. We're going off topic, but to claim that they've been with somebody when they haven't been,
Yeah, that's crazy. Like
that is.
you ain't got no wrist, bro. Like what?
That's only happened to me one time in school, but everybody knew, like, no, you haven't, because, like, in high school, that's a common thing. People
Yeah.
talk about sex. They want to do that with anybody because it's popular and whatever. Well, I was never the one to, like, go for that because I just wasn't worried about that, you know?
Mm.
And then somebody was like, oh, they had me. And I'm sure to this day they might still say that. I really don't know, but
Probably.
no.
Once you started, you gotta kind of take it to the grave for
Yeah.
real.
But that's not true at all. And that hurt my feelings very bad. But I just never really, like, fronted on it because, like, I knew it wasn't true myself. So whatever people think, they're just going to think regardless. So you can't do nothing about it. But yeah, those are our 3 topics.
No, like 5.
Well, yeah, 3 broke it down deeper, which made it kind of fun.
Yeah, this
but
is the real Let's Get Deep.
yeah, real let's get deep.
Yeah.
But it's good, I think.
Yeah. Well, all right, y'all. I'm finna get out this hot tub because I'm sure my lower body looks like a wrinkled up chicken nugget. So drop a like and sub to our channel. It really helps the algorithm, helps us grow, and we'd like to see and talk to some more of y'all. So thank y'all for
And
watching
leave
our
your
video.
point of views in the comments.
Yeah, blow the comments up, man.